Alright everybody, Ferret here, and welcome back to another episode of Love at First Sight. Now before we get started today, I just wanted to go ahead and give just a quick little shout out. Thank you all so much who've been watching this series consistently. I know over on my little channel it doesn't get many views, but I still like doing it just for the few of you that comment and tell me you really enjoy it, so I think that's really cool. After we finish this up, I'm definitely already got a couple more visual novels planned out, and I'm hoping to get it on a more consistent schedule so it's not like sometimes 4 or 5 days in between, because it's a little bit too long. Even if it was every 2 or 3 days, I'd like to keep on a schedule like that. But anyway, without just worrying about all that mumbo jumbo, let's go ahead and get to this very interesting part where we left off, because I thought this was really interesting. And we gotta think of a voice for her, even though most of my voices run into the same voice at some point anyway. I'm seriously in a bad mood. I want to hit something. I'm in class, but I'm so pissed. I can't concentrate on what's being taught. Last weekend, they said there was some kind of event going on, so I went into town to check it out. What I saw really disgusted me. I saw another group of students from my school there. I'm not saying I hate them just because they're from my school, though. What disgusted me was that they were with one of my classmates. Usi, Us, ugh, ugh, ugh. Usagi? I don't know. It's Sachi. It's Sachi! That damn Sachi. Of course. I couldn't start something there in a crowd of people, so I just beat the crap out of a trash can and went home. I hate those guys. That girl with the one eye, well, she's fun to kick around. I don't hate her because of how she looks or anything. I hate her because she's a spineless insect. Even if I insult her, she never gets mad. Even if I grab her leg and trip her, she never tries to fight back. She never complains. Hell, she never even glares at me when she's scurrying away. The way I see it, there's no reason for me to stop anytime soon. She'll never ask anyone for help. She'll never even have friends who can help her. I hate her, but I love how she trembles when I hurt her. That's why she will always be my punching bag. But lately, something's been getting between me and my punching bag. There's been some second-year guy who I think only transferred in a few months ago. He's been sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. I doubt that weakling just asked for help for some upperclassman she doesn't even know. I bet he's just helping her because it makes him feel good about himself. It let him feel like he's better than someone. But I don't care how much he needs to use her as a pathetic confidence booster. She doesn't do anything to deserve that. The coward. She just got lucky. This weekend was one with that second-year guy and with two others. She looked so happy. It made me sick. I've seen the other two. Oh, that was bad. I've seen the other two she was with before, and especially remember that Akemi girl. In middle school, she came to preach to me about how I was mean or some crap with that stupid white knight attitude. As soon as I found out she was in high school, I waited to see if she'd come at me again, but she never did. I doubt she wants anything to do with me anymore after what I did to her. But now I feel like she's spit in my face. I'm running out of patience. Finally, the bell rings. School is over. Sachi's going to try and be the first one out of the classroom again, but today, I'm not going to let her get away. I reach for the doorway before her and stop her from leaving. Hey! Yes? Come here, I want to talk to you. I grab her arm before she can say anything and drag her out of the classroom. That hurts! I would normally start using her as my punching bag right then and there, but this time, I need to find somewhere we won't be disturbed. School's over. The only students on the hallway are those going to the club room activities. I drag her up to the door that leads to the roof and pin her there. Stop it, please? I did that little bitch. Whoa, sorry, that was wrong. Did that little bitch just try and talk back to me? What the hell did you just say to me? I said... Any resistance she wanted to show me leaks out of her, and she shuts her mouth. Her white knight friend must have been trying to get her to stand up to me. I don't like that, and I let her know by driving my fist into her stomach several times. Oh, This time, all she does is take it. So much for standing up to me. See? She'll never change. I shove her, and she tumbles backwards. As she comes tumbling down, something falls out of her pocket and hits the ground with a clatter that echoes in the stairway. Looks like her cell phone. She's got a new strap on it that I've never seen before. I pick it up in my left hand before she can move and I smash it against the ground. No! She stares at the phone like a retard. But her eye is suddenly on me, and it's full of rage. I've never seen her such a piercing, angry glare. It stops me before I can throw her phone. Her freakish eyeball is only making it worse, and that eye seems to be brimming with courage I've never seen in it before. Leave me alone already! She jumps back on her feet, and I can tell she's not going to back down this time. And give me back my phone! She's yelling now. I'm surprised to hear her raise her voice at me like that, and I stand there stupidly for several seconds. And then the phone in my hand starts to ring. He's calling. Give it to me. Like hell I'm going to just let her have it. Give it back now! But she doesn't wait for me to move, and marching up to me tries to snatch the phone out of my hand. No, you don't! I shake her and aim to punch at her face, and she tries to block it. I've never seen her fight back or try to protect herself like this before. She's no fighter though, so even with this newfound energy, she can't stop me from driving my fist into her face. But even though the blow connects, she stands her ground, barely letting out a sound and regaining her balance right away. Before I can pull my hand back, she grabs onto my wrist. Give it back! And again, she reaches for the phone in my left hand. And now she's holding onto my right hand. I can't hit her as easily. I push into her shoulder with my arm she's latched onto and kick her left leg from under her. She's already leaning forward and reaching for her phone, so this easily throws her off balance. Eek! Reflexively, I push her again and throw her onto the floor behind me, and turn around to follow through up with another punch, or I try to. Ah, shit! We're on the stairway, and there's no floor behind me. I had sent her flying with more force than I had meant to use. Everything seems to slow down as she flies down the stairs toward the landing below her. Your side. Wait, Sachi's not here yet? I was gonna say, holy shit, guys, that was awful. Oh my gosh, the freaking punching sounds. Oh, jeez, I'm crow. I was trying to stay a good character, but that was... Oh. Alright, please, for the love of God, go help her. I thought you went to find her. I arrived at the shoe rack at the exit of the school building to find Tomo and Akimi waiting there. Today, like always, I went straight to the first-year classroom to meet Sachi. I can't find any trace of her, though. Thinking you might have missed her, I headed here. Maybe you just didn't notice her in the crowd. No way, she would have said something to me. We've never missed going home together. I don't think she went home early, either. Hang on a sec. Akimi runs up the passing student and asks her something. Someone she knows? Well, yeah, but you've seen that girl before, haven't you? Akimi's asking her about Sachan. And now that you mention it, I think I do. I sometimes see her when I go to meet Sachi in the classroom. Actually, she's in the same class, isn't she? Man, Akimi really does have a big network of friends. Whatever the student is telling her, Akimi suddenly looks very worried and runs back to us. Makun! She said that after class, Sachi left with Rui-chan. With Sakawa? Where did they go? That much I don't know. I've got to find her. Hey, Mamoru. Jeez, well, I guess it would be more effective if we split up. Mamoru will probably be going to the upper floors, so Akimi, you check the first floor. I'll search around the outside of the building. Gotcha! Until now, Sadakawa has never actually tried to take Sachi anywhere. Or at least, Sachi's never told me if she has. I've got a bad feeling about this. I climb the stairs as quickly as I can. Wait, what am I doing? I should try calling her before I go searching blindly. I take out my phone while running up the stairs and call Sachi. Of course, until she actually picks up, I can't do anything but search blindly. I pass the second floor by. Those those are our classrooms, and if Sadakawa is going to take Sachi somewhere, it's not going to be anywhere near us. If she took Sachi outside the school, she would never had to go past Tomo and Akimi, since they were waiting by the shoe rack. The first floor has too much traffic running through it, so she wouldn't go there either. Given all that, it's very possible that she took Sachi up to the third floor. Finally, I arrive at the top of the stairs on the third floor, but now what? There haven't been any clues at this point to where they've gone so far. Sachi hasn't answered her phone, but it must still be ringing. The rest of the third floor landing trying to figure out what to do next. I hear a phone ringing coming from nearby. It's got to be Sachi's. They must be close. It's coming from somewhere above me. I immediately think of the stairway leading up to the roof where Sachi and I ate our lunch together not long ago. Give it back! I hear a voice cry out from the same direction. It's definitely Sachi. I sprint up the stairway. The moment I turn the midway landing between the two floors, I see Sachi flying down the stairs in front of me, and behind her is Sadakawa, arm outstretched. Watch out! I jump up the stairs, my body operating on instinct at this point. Eek! Sachi! My mind goes blank as my body dives forward, just barely managing to get my arms between Sachi and the floor, and the force of her falling brings us both down. It's not what might be considered a graceful catch, but at least I stopped her from hitting her head. Sachi, are you okay? I get a hold of myself and manage to stand up before helping Sachi to her feet. Senpai, you came for me. Yes, are you hurt? I hit my knee, but I think I'm fine otherwise. I guess I couldn't completely protect her. She grimaces as she lets go of me and tries to stand on her own. As I look over her and check her injuries, the first thing I notice is the bruise on her face she didn't have when I met her at lunch. It doesn't look too bad though, so we can deal with that later. Okay, well, right now we need to think of getting you to the school nurse. Senpai, are you okay? Yes, don't worry about me. I couldn't completely support her when I caught her. My weight brought my arms down with a bang against the floor. That, of course, hurt like hell. But I can't show any weakness right now. I'm not screaming in pain, at least, and there's probably no permanent damage anyway. Hey, Sadakawa! I locked my pain down and turned to face Sadakawa, who was still standing at the top of the stairs. If I hadn't been here, Sachi would probably have gotten seriously injured or worse. Like I care. It was an accident anyway. But she doesn't look away from me as she says this. When Sachi was falling, it did look like Sadakawa tried to reach out for her. She probably isn't lying about that. But that doesn't make her any less responsible. And I'm sure she's also responsible for the new mark on Sachi's face. Stop bullying Sachi. Yeah? Why should I listen to you? Because you almost got her killed just now. What do you think will happen to you if I tell the teacher or your parents about what you just did? Yeah, if you don't leave me alone, I'll make sure everyone knows what you're doing. Sachi doesn't retreat behind me, just stands her ground, looking Sadakawa in the eye. Are you threatening me? You've got some nerve. Sadakawa walks down several steps, advancing towards Sachi menacingly. I just want you to stop doing this. Sachi doesn't back away as Sadakawa approaches. I can't stop. I can't stop weaklings like you, and I refuse to let someone as pathetic as you do as you please. Then I'll tell, but I won't let you snitch on me. If you do, there'll be trouble. What are you saying? I'm going to disappear. Huh? I'm saying I'm going to leave this school. It's not like I have any friends here. I can't mess with you anymore, so there's no point in me being here. I'll transfer to a different school. My parents don't give a shit anyway. You don't have to go that far. Shut up! I can't even stand to be around you anymore. I can't let you snitch on me, so I'm leaving. Got it? Sadakawa presses Sachi's phone into her hand before heading down the stairs. We watch her as she we watch her go as we watch her go and keep staring at the stairway even after she goes, both of us completely dumbfounded by what just happened. After a while, Tomo and Akimi appear on the stairs in place of Sadakawa. Mamoru, Sachi, are you guys alright? We just passed Ryui on the stairs. Was she here? Yeah, she was. I don't really know what just happened, to be honest. But she said she stopped bullying Sachi. She also said that she hated her and was going to change schools. Wait, Ryu-chan said that? Yeah, I don't know if she's serious or not. There's no way that's going to happen. Why not? Didn't Sadakawa say she was going to change schools in the middle of, well, Akimi? It was from a similar reason too, I think. What the hell? I'm going to talk to her. Akimi rushes down the stairs and we can hear her stomping down the hallway even after she steps out of sight. Ugh. Hey, Akimi! Jeez, that girl. Tomo follows her down the stairs. Will Akimi-senpai be okay? Nope, sorry, I don't know what that was. Tomo's the one I'm worried about. Well, whatever. Sadakawa said she was going to transfer to another school, but I wonder if it really is that easy, you know? At least I can do more than just cry now. Yeah, you stood up to her. It was amazing. Honestly, you're completely different than when we first met. It's all thanks to you, senpai. You're giving me too much credit. In the end, you're the one who stood up to her, not me. Even so, thanks for everything you've done. For helping me change. For finding me. Hey, you know, this is where we first met, isn't it? We haven't come back here in a long time, have we? Yeah, lately, we've been having lunch on the second floor with Akimi and Tomo. I really am grateful to you, senpai. She has changed. She hasn't been stuttering nearly as much as when we first met, and she smiles a lot more as well. And when we talk, she looks right at me instead of, well, everywhere else. But that eye of hers never changed. It stayed bright and shining this whole time, and I can't keep it out of my mind. We stand there in silence for a while. I gaze into her eye, and she gazes into mine. Hey, yes? You know, even if she doesn't leave school, I don't think she'll be hurting you anymore. I think you're right. I'm not the weakling she thought I was anymore. And when push came to shove, you really were there for me, senpai. You saved me. I guess that means your wounds are finally going to heal. Yeah, I guess so. Do you want to touch them? While I still have them, I mean? Sure. Okay. Sachi closes her eye and presses her body into mine, just like last time. Maybe it's selfish of me, but I've been waiting for this. I put my right hand on her shoulder, just like last time. But this time, I put my hand on her scar on her brow, and instead, while her eyes still closed, while it's so vulnerable, I put my free hand under her chin and lift her head up before putting my lips to hers. I let our lips touch only for a moment, just enough for Sachi to feel it, and she rears back a little, blinking at me in astonishment. That was so unfair, you know. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Do it again. Do it right this time. Now we're even. I think her eye has caught me in its spell, and I couldn't refuse her even if I wanted to. I take her by the shoulder again as we slowly come together. Her eye is open this time. Just as I feel myself being drawn into her eye, I draw her body close to me. Aww. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh my gosh. That is so adorable. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am right now that I get to see all these little cutscenes. Because they're like my favorite part in the whole game. Oh, well that was really sweet. That was really sweet. It was just, so here's my quick little just talking about the game. I mean, it was really cute to play. It was fun to see all the nice character development that happened throughout. Oh, she's crying. Not the crying scene. That's so sad. The animations are actually really well done. I'm actually really impressed with that. I'm just gonna put that out there. Um, like even though they're just little animations, boy, it adds a lot to the end of each act. It seems like a lot of work went into that. And so this isn't a visual novel, obviously, that you have like a bunch of different. I mean, it's a story. I mean, it's a story that you read, and you just get these amazing visuals to go along with it. And so that's kind of what this visual novel is about. I do like a good visual novel as much as anyone else that you have choices and it changes the story. But I like this, and I liked it a lot. It was so cute. Sachi was a cute character, and thank you for playing. Well, thank you guys for the great game, guys. Guys, this game is on Steam. I know you've all like watched it, so this is a game where you can't really go and play a different mode for yourself. But I do encourage you to go support this game on Steam and get it for yourself and have a nice playthrough. It's really cute to play through and play at your own speed and all that good jazz. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me in this fun playthrough. I am absolutely going to do a new visual novel off of Steam. And this time we might be going a bit more risque with I'll just throw cats in the mix, and I'm sure you all know where I'm going with that. And so, anyway, guys, I have been Fiddle Ferret. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been Love at First Sight, and I will see you back on the prowl next time. Bye bye.